Me too.
World Cup Finals. We are here at the USTA, aka the Arthur Ashe Stadium. I'm Zeke, this is Paula, and we have an incredible Fortnite weekend heading your way.
We're hanging out outside at the Fan Festival. We're having a blast. And inside of the Arthur Ashe Stadium, we're going to have some of the most awesome Fortnite action for you all weekend, starting with the Creative World Cup Finals.
That's right. Let's take a look at the schedule to get a little bit brief about what we're going to be taking a look at all weekend. Today, it's all about the Fortnite Creative Finals and that Pro-Am. Tomorrow, Saturday, is the Full Finals, and then Sunday, we wrap things up with the Seoul World Finals. We'll walk away with several world champions, not only from the VR side, but also from the creative side as well. Now, I mean, you know, I can't lie to you. I'm so hyped. The events here, you can see the fans, you can hear them, and then we're going to go in and watch all the creative action, solos, duos. It's going to be an unbelievable weekend.
See you bouncing out of your shoes. And we're going to start with the creative mode where people are going to compete for the grand prize of $1 million today, and then later on the Pro-Am. But creative's up first, Zeke.
That's right. We have 8 teams of 4. If you've been watching on Qualifier Long, you know there's been 10 weeks of Battle Royale. But there's also been 8 weeks of creative qualifiers. 18 captains have put together a team of fantastic creative individuals that are be coming through and competing and participating in the finals. Now, I think it's time to introduce the teams.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, Paula. We have getting ready. They're walking in. You can see the first few right now. It is the Funky Fighters. They are led by Tomoya. Team members are Kotu, Aizuzi, and Drakius. Now, Tomoya had built this unbelievable speedrun map. It was absolutely insane, and all 3 of these qualifiers actually found a shortcut in the map that Tomoya himself didn't even know existed, and that's how they snagged the 3 spots.
So, of course, Kuta, one of the French players, he enjoys all the different sandbox aspects of the creative mode and sharing tons of maps with the community, so he's a creator himself. And then Haizui, he's from Turkey. All of our teams almost are multinational. This player from Turkey, and then Dracius finally, the Swedish player who completed the map in 3 minutes and 28 seconds. One of the fastest time out of the Funky Fighters.
Absolutely insane. Funny enough, we actually got to catch up with Kotu and hear what he had to say about it.
Hello, I'm Peter from the Funky Fighters. I'm gonna have a rocket because I am the only pro player in.
So he's getting ready. We're having a good time. We're going to continue on and welcome the second team to the floor. It's going to be the Chicken Champions led by Rubius from Spain. They competed, as you can see them now on the floor, an elimination run created by Hus HN and Iscariot Egg. The map was another one of these elimination runs where they actually recreated Rubius's room inside. But Rubius, the player from Spain, he held a ton of awesome live streams that broke records.
That's right. Teammates are Bensor, Kororo, and Ryan Frenton. Now, of course, Bensor is from Norway. He's looking forward to playing here in front of this live audience. Very much excited. Kororo as well from Spain. He's only one of 2 controller players that are actually participating in the Pro-Am, so that's a pretty cool fact. And of course, let's not forget Ryan Frenton. He's from USA, and he aspires to be recognized as a speedrunner in the community. You'll love to see it.
Yeah, also currently in college, enrolled in Michigan. So that's awesome as well. A student doing his homework. Let's see if this team did their homework ahead of the competition. Bensor, what did he say ahead?
Hi, I'm Bensor, and I'm Team Chicken Champion, and we're not clucking around.
I mean, a man a few words. You know, if you're ready to compete, you're ready to compete. Now, of course, we have 4 teams to take a look at. Let's head on over to the Fish Fam. They are led by legendary community and death runner Scissors. You've got Tyler, you've got Zen, and you've got Suzu up on that team. And I mean, honestly, this team is pretty dang good.
Yeah, absolutely. Led by Scissors, one of the creators of the kind of game mode within the creative mode, the death runs. We'll see what they're going to be competing later on, but Scissors has put together a strong team, and he's a leader too. So I can't wait to see what kind of chemistry the Fish Fam has put together with the rest of their teammates.
Yeah, and actually what's really cool about this is all team members are from different places. Scissors from the USA, Tyler from Canada, Zan from Denmark, and Suzu from Belgium. And funny enough, we actually had a moment to catch up with Tyler and get his thoughts on the competition.
Hi, I'm Tyler H.
Some strong words, some confidence coming out there. So we're going to continue on, and Brokum, they're on the floor right now. They're serving it up. It's time for the trick shotters of the Little Whip Warriors, led by team captain Ninja, and they competed on a trick shot map, one of the most unique out of all of them, and they're whipping it up, Zeke.
That's right, man. You've got team members Taco, FaZe Kaz, and Taldex 723. These guys are insane. Now, Ninja, I mean, everyone knows who Ninja is. Taco, he's from the USA. He used to play on console, but switched to PC back in Season 4. You've got Kaz. He's also from the USA, and he started playing Fortnite just 2 days after Battle Royale was released. And then Taldex, he's just looking forward to playing games with his teammates. You know, he's looking forward to being here on the stage. Look at how excited they all look.
Absolutely. Kaz had some words ahead, as everybody else did, so let's listen.
My name's Kaz from Team Little Whip Warriors, and we're the most skilled, the most creative. Honestly, we're just the best.
Well, there you go. Again, just, you know, when you're ready and you're skilled, you just kind of just, hey, it's fine, we'll be here, no problem. Next up, though, we've got the Ravens Revenge. This team is led by Gotaga. I mean, obviously, you guys know this man is the French monster.
Gotaga, who made the map, we talked about it. He actually has played in a number of different things, and we just saw Ninja. He actually once lost 19,000 in a rock, paper, scissors. That is unbelievable sum of money.
I mean, sometimes things happen.
It's during a charity stream, so, you know.
Yeah, it's all for charity. That's what this is all about at the end of the day. A little fun fact as well, Gotaga's, his trick and creative map was actually called Elixir City. We kind of talked about that a little bit before the pre-show. We're like, that is a dope name. But, you know, we've been hearing from the players. Next up, we have to say helping here today.
On Magma, my team Revenge is going to be winning the World Cup, and we're going to smash the rest of the competition because we have the Battle Royale skills, building, death run, we have it all.
Awesome. We're going to continue forward. We still have a couple more teams. The Llama Record Company is next, and this has some familiar names for the Fortnite scene. Led by
Eldin
from Germany. They competed on a 4-minute apocalyptic map where they had to survive, so not really a surprise to see Svenos, Carnifex, and Alex JJ there, because there are veterans of the Battle Royale format.
That's right, and these guys have been competing, you know, since Summer Skirmish. From Brazil and Mexico, respectively. Their teammates are 4Turtle and Stewart, Quad Zero. know. We've been listening to the players. Clitex had a few words to say.
I'm Clitex from Team Carbon 2, and we have the best team synergy. Even though our name is cute, we are gonna destroy them and win this competition.
Man, these teams are insane! And of course, Creative is always a pleasure to watch. I think we're going to surprise a lot of these players, and you guys at home and here in the stadium with what you're going to be seeing. It's going to be a really, really great weekend, and today is going to be amazing.
Well, it's like the team captain surprised us with their beautiful maps. I'm excited to see all of them, how they contribute to the game. Lachlan, of course, he did have an opportunity to play at the Creative Showdown in June, so we'll see what he brings to the table, what kind of experience he brings to the table in being involved in that first competitive event in Creative.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, for you guys all at home that couldn't make it, we miss you, we love you, but of course, we want to give you guys an outlet to be able to watch the way that you want to. So please, for your viewing experience with real-time stats and different points of view in-game, head to Fortnite.com/watch and choose from this channel a dedicated map channel and 10 rotation options covering a selection of diverse players. We want you to be able to watch the way that you want to watch. Now, of course, Paula, I'm so amped to be here. I could not be more excited. The fact that I'm actually is, I think, a surprise. And of course, here's just a few more ways that you guys could watch everything. You've got the first place, the second place, they all can be for your pleasure. If you want to see someone specifically tune in to them, see what they're doing, how they're kind of navigating the maps, you can do that.
That's absolutely amazing to be able to watch from any POV. And just like you said, Zeke, I cannot believe you're still up and in the back room getting ready, and you've been jumping up and down. So that means it's creative time, man. I cannot wait to get into these games, to get inside of the Arthur Ashe Stadium, Zeke. Again, I'm surprised we're standing still.
I mean, if you guys aren't feeling the hype right now, New York City, we're going to walk away with world champions. I'm so excited. I could not be happy right now.
Not only that, we are outside of the Fan Festival having a blast. Everybody's doing some fun activities. All the players, all the people are getting inside, starting to get ready for the show, get in the bleachers, start watching some creative action, and then later, of course, the Pro-Am. It's a blast. Make sure you're coming down here and joining us.
Yeah, for sure, man. Now, funny enough, we actually have Pookie, who is standing by. She is chilling with the leader of the Funky Fighters. That is Tamoya, so let's send it over to her for an interview.
Thank you so much, Zeke. I am here with Tamoya of the Funky Fighters. It is so exciting to have you here competing in the Creative Fortnite World Cup. How have you been preparing for today?
I just practiced with my team yesterday and things went pretty good. We didn't have as much time as I thought we would do, but we played really good, so I'm pretty excited. Yeah.
That's awesome. Team synergy is definitely important. Now, do you know any of the other competitors that are going to be here today that you'll be facing? Do you have your eye on anybody?
The Death Run map, I think that will be the most competitive. So, yeah, I'm excited to do the Death Run. Yeah.
So, I mean, Scissors is very well known for his death runs. Do you think you'll have any competition with him?
Yeah, I think it's going to be really hard beating him, but my map was also a death run, so I think my teammates have a good chance.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. And Bala, back to you guys.
Oh man, the hype is building. Now guys, the show is getting ready to start, but there it is. You've got the 32 players, 19 countries represented across 8 different teams. The Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals are about to get you ready.
And ready, Zeke.
I'm ready to run inside, so without further ado, let's send it inside to kick things off.
those two guys I'm looking out for the most.
Well, he does talk a big game. Let's see if he can back it up today. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best of luck. Golden Boy, what do you think?
Well, I think that's pretty awesome because the good news is we got 8 great teams that are going to be playing for a $1 million grand prize in 3 very creative modes, which means today's really all about fun. And who better to have some fun with than none other? You got Monster, Sundown, over at the cast booth. Take it away, fellas.
And boys and girls, Jonesies, Bonesies, and everyone in between, welcome to the Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals. I'm one of your casters, Sundown, joined here by Monster. Monster, how you doing today, man?
Doing great. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. 10 weeks of qualifiers, and it's all coming to life. And this is what we're here for.
Yes, after the 8 trials now, what you'll be seeing on the stage will be 4 sets of 3 matches in 2 never-before-seen maps, and a little refresher coming from the Creative Showdown there with Sky Station Showdown. It's going to be incredible.
That's right. So you guys have seen the Sky Station before. Lucky for them, you know, they get to kind of come in here in front of them. But there is so much more that is going to happen that hasn't been unveiled today.
Oh, and I mean, seeing the adaptation across these sets is going to be incredible, and they're going to get a chance to revisit them at the little remix, but we'll get into that here in a second. Let's check out the overall scoring and how these guys are going to be competing and how they will win. So, as we said, that first set is Sky Station Showdown. Junkyard Juke will be the second one. Set 3 will be a never-before-seen World 1, and then set 4 will be the Golden Games. Now, the Golden Games will comprise of a singular match from each one of the other 3 with, as I said, a nice little remix on it. And the Golden Games is worth a golden llama, while all of the other sets are worth a singular silver llama. How do those llamas add up, Monster?
Yeah, you want to accumulate the most llamas throughout each set, treating each set its own individual thing with a couple games in between. So they're going to get a couple runs at it, and you just want to do the best in every set. Get those llamas so you can take it all home.
Yes, now the winner of the set will go through, and in case there is a tie, it will come down to that golden llama. The golden llama will trump all. Now let's get into the prizing, which will also determine a little bit of the scoring. We'll take a look and we'll throw that up there for you. And the way it ends up working is from top to bottom. Each one of these contestants will be winning money. So everyone is a winner in there, but first place ends up deciding that. And this is per the individual matches, and it's cumulative. It won't carry over through the sets, but they're still taking it home at the end of the day. So you definitely want to get to the top 4 to bump up that score.
Yeah, that's right, and that is every game. Per match, we have a big winner. Of course, it's going to be divvied out between everyone competing, but come on, with the amount of games that's going on today, this is incredible.
Yes, that is across 12 of matches total, so tons of chances to win prizes from all of these guys. Let's take a look at the roster and all of the teams who will be competing and give you guys a quick little overview. You can see Chicken Champions led by El Rubius, Sunshine Soldiers got that one right, Tuzik with Danyan and Achin representing as the captains, Funky Fighters with Tamoya, Karoku represented by Lost.
Well, we got to give some love to the Ravens Revenge. You can see them up there, Little Whip Warriors. We already kind of touched base with Ninja. Llama Record, which you talked about a lot coming up into here, and of course the Fish Fam is going to be led by Scissors.
And these are some of the creative teams they've been able to go through, run, qualify. A lot of them have had the world run, or not world run experience, excuse me, but in those death runs where they're doing the qualifications, but there are also some combat aspects. So we've seen Sky Station Showdown before. You know, there's going to be a little bit, I don't want to say advantage, but they might be a little more at home if you actually
Yeah, I mean, you cannot underestimate any of these teams. These guys grind, and they all play Fortnite. But let's go ahead and take a look at the format here so we can see a run and how they take these victories.
So now the VIPs will use those creative tactics. Capture point uncontested to score points. They will get 3 points per second in the initial hills, and then the first team to 1,000 points, or the highest scoring team by the end. And also, the creative captains will be wielding the Infinity Blade.
That Infinity Blade will be important because they have to get to the capture points, A, B, and C, which will give 3 points a second, and then 7 minutes into the round, point B opens up, where you will get about a lot more, right? 12 points a second.
4 times
that is
a lot.
That is what you want to do. You want to gun for the point D on the map. That's your comeback, or that's your lead taker.
Yeah, you can see a lot change when that opens up at 7 minutes, but now we're going to go in an overview. For those of you who are unfamiliar and didn't get to watch it at the summer block party, we got you. Zeke, catch us up.
This map is a collaboration between Team Evolve and Epic. Now let's break down how it all works. For this very special event, we are bringing you an exciting King of the Hill style game built by Team Evolve. 8 teams of 4 players will start at their home base on the edge of this massive flying city. Together, they will push 3 capture circles, racking up points by holding them down for their team. As each team heads toward the capture point, they'll need to protect their team's VIP, who plays a key role in this game mode. If they get eliminated, they respawn at the team's home base. The VIP is the player who can earn points for your team while in the capture circle, earning 3 points per second. They are also the only ones who can wield the Infinity Blade, which deals massive melee damage and enables the wielder to jump incredible distances. It's the rest of the team's job to make sure the VIP gets to the capture circle and stays there as long as possible without being eliminated. With 3 capture circles across the map, teams have to strategize to figure out which point they'll be able to hold. Pay attention to your surroundings, because if lots of teams are fighting for the same point, there could be an open circle. Hold up. Did I say 3 capture circles? Actually, there's a 4th one. Partway through the match, the 4th capture circle in the center of the map will open up and will reward 4 times more points per second than the others. From a high reward comes high risk. After each match, teams will be ranked based on how long they held the capture circle and earn overall points based on their rank in that game. Those points will be added to an overall leaderboard, and at the end of 6 matches, the team with the most points wins. Let the showdown begin.
Love seeing that and getting a quick rundown on how the teams can go about playing. Now, Monster, I have to ask you, knowing the rules now, who is your team to watch out for?
So early on, I thought the Little Whip Warriors and the Fish Round were going to be good, but hearing from the Ravens Revenge, Dotana now, I'm just shifting towards Ravens Revenge here. They swayed me. Their entrance is really swayed me.
They definitely had a lot of confidence down there. My team to watch, the Llama Record Co., Hand of Blood, Spenos, Alex JJ Carnifex. You heard about it. 3 competitive veterans and a very aggressive German. That's a combination that I want to see on Sky Station Showdown. Now, we've done a whole bunch of talking, but I know why you guys are here. You know why we're here. It's time to play some Fortnite. The Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals starts right now.
This is it. We are loading in. Everyone popping out, and they are actually familiar with this map. So we're gonna see the strategies off the bat here. Let's see who can take away and break away with that early lead you saw there. Nice wide shot of all of our captains here. Here it is. Little Whip Warriors in the lead off the bat.
Already you can see Blaze coming out now. A run back, the Infinity Blade wielder gets a bonus 100 health and shield, so it's sitting at the 200 mark. On top of that, Siphon is on. If you get an elimination, you get that 50 effective HP back over. That makes the Infinity Blade very hard to take down. Also get those big crescent move jumps to slam down. And as you can see going on the right-hand side of the screen, it is creative chaos all over the place. But now taking into the Little Whip Warriors as they're able to clean it out. It is just trying to rotate up top.
Yeah, I'm sorry to break it to you, but the Llama Record was completely pushed off of the plate. And now we have Ninjas going with the Infinity Blade. What a player to wield this one right here. Oh, he gets Ray doesn't even want to get as much damage as possible, but is that effective?
I think you just kind of reset and you go, or you get up there and you start swinging. The 75 damage hit will be able to take it down, and the Llama Record Company establishes it right back up. Now, what's going to be interesting to me is how the players utilize the building. You start with 50 wood, and then if you get an elimination, you get 25 wood directly into your inventory. So if you're able to kind of eliminate out and put pressure down, you can get some ridiculous builds, as we're already seeing on top of the Blue Hill.
Yeah, this is actually a neck-and-neck race right here in the early game so far. Fish Fam, Chicken Champions, and Ravens Revenge are all trading spots at the moment. And Sunshine Soldiers comes right on in to wipe that up and get them out of there. Nice job for Stewart.
And look at the Cuddle Crew across the way, just now getting their first points because they've been contested the entire time, whereas Llama Record Company has only had one team coming up towards them. Another thing to note, let's talk about the loadouts here, Monster. What are they rocking?
They're rocking everything that you can get in the game, from blue tactical AR up to that hunting rifle. You have the long range, you have the close range, you have the AR. You kind of continue to choose your dad. What you want to use? The one thing that the Infinity Blade wielder does not have will be 9 impulse grenades, so everyone has a bunch of mobility to be able to get up there. But you see right there, Scissors able to cut down a bunch and get a decent amount of timing. Let's take a look at the score. Middleweight Warriors climbs it up, but it's only a 5-second and they're building on it. Right now, nothing else. When that hill opens up at 7 minutes, it's going to be that much more important. Yeah, this is going way better than I expected. There is no one down so far. But the Little Warriors are still and he does get traded out. Raven's Revenge kind of takes it back over. Will Gotaga squad manage to hold it down for long enough to get their, points in. Don't forget, he has to clear out the point. If there's someone on it, you're not going to get anything.
Right now, if you're up there and teammates are not building for you, you're exposed for the entire match. Everyone else is able to see you. You see Rubius going in. Of Hand of Blood. This Llama Record Company team is looking to go platinum with a great defense of their point.
There it is. Very nice. Finally starting to earn some points, trying to break that triple digit. Hand of Blood. There's a fun fact right there. His dog Falco is Germany's second biggest dog influencer on Instagram.
That's impressive, but I wonder who the first biggest is now. That's like, is there a statistic for that? Like, you go down the line? But one thing I do want to note for Hand of Blood, look at the eliminations coming out of the Infinity Blade. Already sitting on 17, impressive. As the more he gets that Siphon going, the better he's going to be. And the Chicken Champions come out on top there. No tender defenders are going left, able to hold the top. And now, crawling their way back up there, they're only about 10 seconds or so behind the Fighters.
Wait a second. Where did the Monkey Fighters come from? Suddenly they're at the top here, and the Little Warriors have not managed to earn any Sunshine Soldiers in that festival on top, but it's Tomoya. Early on, he said, you know what, he chose the players, specifically because they're great at depth, but it looks like they put out too.
They're doing a very good job of making sure they go at the same time. Tomoya here, being patient, doing everything he can to try and find an outlet, but he doesn't want to commit waiting for Kuzi. There they are. Kuzi coming up with them as well. The fight is on, but we switch back over to Scissors just chopping it down. But the big fan is a sushi there as the retake happens.
That is actually crazy. Watch him kind of wait there, prepare the ambush. His team comes up and they collapse on the point. And bye-bye, Fish Bam.
And notice they had enough mats to completely encircle the top. But the Infinity Blade will be able to every second matters as he also on 8 elims right now. The Sword players putting in work.
We have a bit of a tie up top. Funky Fighters and Fish Bam. Llama Records so close as well. This is a close one for the run in the top 5 so far.
And I like seeing the Funky Fighters using impulses out of spawn. You get 9 of them, so it's great to throw them off to knock other people off the point, but use 3 to get a little faster. These guys are all very experienced in terms of navigating basically every part of creative and battle royale. They can use those little quick impulses to get themselves to more efficient. As you see Dan go down, Suzu go down, Scissors go down right there as Lachlan is just cutting them apart. But Tomoya, again, the Funky Fighters come out on top with the Infinity Blades. At least there's no points going over right now.
Oh no, the Cuddle Crew does not have the Infinity Blade wielder here. Hold it down for now. Leader, the team captain, can get up to the top of Blackland. If there in time, he might be able to, but nope. Interest, unfortunately.
Now Withaga goes up and goes straight back down. Not able to catch himself on the gonna have to wait a little bit before they get points, but have full control. Gotaga, unfortunately.
Chappie's from the USA. His favorite aspect of create mode is actually this is why they're doing pretty good right now. Kind of closed up. Come back. That entire party. Can they shut it down? And Scissors for a bit more.
And again, you see every single time the Funky Fighters go up, it is never a solo person. It is always 2, most of the time 3. They get control and then they immediately box up. But while we've been talking about them, let's check in back with the scoring as we're now right around the 3rd mark in a minute out from that 12 point per second circle. Our little whipping all over as Tomoya goes up, comes back down, and the Xing was not enough. Cuddle Group takes it down.
I actually love that shot. You don't see anyone else really utilizing the dive straight up into the air to kind of disengage off the pressure. Ninja's doing a great job chopping up here. He's already at 8 to live. Never mind, make that 9. That was Gotaku who went down right there. And they finally get another run at, advancing the lead here.
They are slaying out. Yes. You see every single one of them almost to the double-digit marks. But Taco, hello. That was your head. Yeah, you got to be careful because, hey, if all you're doing is sitting there rifling, that's fine. Somebody's going to take a hunting rifle and make you pay. Lockwood goes up. MSYB is just behind him, and Lockwood is able to take that one over. Kaz is trying to do everything he can, and he does get Lockwood. So good delay coming out from there. But seconds.
They let their guard down one time, and suddenly Llama Record takes the lead, as if Fishbam wasn't just farming all those points. No, Fishbam no longer have a free point. It is up to everyone to stop the Llama Record Company here, because Hand of Blood has 17 elims, and he's going for the middle now. He's got his team ready. Let's see what's he gonna do. Hits the vent, goes right in, nice and sneaky. Oh, he's still waiting. Look at the big brain plays. Comes out the collateral right there, and it's all his. The center point is his to earn points now, Sundown.
It's so close. It's just a few more
Gotta
takes
stop
out
him.
One more goes over, and that's it. Llama Record Co. takes the first match. Hand of Blood, Spenos, Alex, JJ, and Carnifex are your match 1, set 1 winners right there. Incredibly impressive, coming out, well-executed gameplay. And they say, Scissors, you can hold that L instead of the trophy. Don't celebrate too early.
It's the World Cup Creative Finals. Every game is worth so much money as well, so much prize. So to take a victory off the bat, you have to be feeling great. And that was your fan fave to pick.
I mean, they had everything going in. They're incredibly confident, but they had to make sure they were able to get it. You can see the last few moments, they'd already boxed themselves up after clearing out the Funky Fighters, who were the only other contestants. The Funky Fighters actually also passed the Fishbam in the last moment, which is huge in terms of not only the prizing, but what will end up being potentially a Llama in the end.
That's right, that is right. Loving this replay right there. The let's goes, the energy is real. You can clearly see the excitement. That was a great game to watch.
It's fantastic. Honestly, I love Sky Station Showdown so much because I think there's a level of depth there, right? Everything is wood, so you're able to like kind of hit through it, and the Infinity Blade cuts through all of it right away, but the Infinity Blade wielder doesn't have the ability to build, needs the support from his teammates. So you saw the people who were roaming in packs of 3 and 4, incredibly successful.
Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate. The Cutter Crew was like slaying, legit. So many elims, but not a lot of points. And that's because play that split game, it's not going to work out.
You have to convert it into control. It is a control the point game mode, and if you're not doing that, the other players are going to be doing that, as you saw right there. And what was unfortunate there for the Fishbam is they got contested twice in a row right after and just couldn't get reestablished. They couldn't group together in those long spawn lines like you were talking about. I mean, they could be painful.
Yeah, you know, I was rooting for Raven's revenge, man. I might have to jump on the Llama Record Company bandwagon.
Bandwagon it? Really? One match?
Just one, dude.
One match? That was quick. All right, well, he jumps on the bandwagon. We're going to jump on over to Buki, who has an interview for us.
Thank you so much, guys. I am here down on the arena floor with our champions here. We have the Llama Record Company. Now, have any of you ever played this? Let's go to you first.
Yeah, we had a few training sessions yesterday, and we were totally dominating the game mode. So, I mean, we are by far the best team here, and right now, we're very confident, yeah.
Well, you certainly played, like, you came a little bit from behind there, so your strategy was kind of like to get those points that are slower occurring at the very beginning, and then kind of go into the middle and kind of start dominating near the end. Who made that call?
I mean, that was pretty much me, yeah. Like, we know that at 7 minutes, like, the middle just opens up and you get like 12 points a second instead of 3. So, yeah, we decided to work on that. We weren't that good at first, but we got our strat going. So, yeah, it went pretty good.
Speaking of strategy, are you going to carry that into the later game? Are you going to change it up?
We're just going to do the same thing. Hopefully no one plays.
I mean, now all of your competitors have heard you say that, so we might have to discuss strategy a little bit when the microphone gets turned off. Now, finally, for you over here, how does it feel being here, playing in front of this massive audience?
It feels amazing, like just a dream coming true.
Thank you. And for you over here, you've traveled all of this way to just be here, be at the World Cup. Is it surreal? How do you feel about it?
It's an experience. It's really nice.
And we had fun though.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll talk about that. You guys got to educate me on that. Not sure what that is. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations on taking the first game passes. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Llama Record Co., Hand of Blood, Spenos, Alex, JJ, and Carnifex taking the very first match of the Creative Finals, the first match on the stage. I mean, it was an impressive format. They clearly had a strategy they wanted to execute on. It took them a little bit to get there, but over the course of the game, they were consistently accruing points.
Yeah, I should have known last night they were going to do good. Saw them on the hotel lobby. They were hanging out. Literally, as a crew, one of the only creative teams that I saw sticking together like a squad.
Like I said, bandwagon. It took less than one match in an interview, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm fully on board, no problem.
I'm so convinced.
It's all good. This set has been so exciting. I mean, who are you looking out for? Who can contest them? And what do you think the next step is to shut them down? They say, hey, we have a game plan. We're going to do the same thing. And I agree. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Like, stick to that if you're going to keep winning. But what do the other teams do to now make them uncomfortable? How do you go challenge them?
I mean, honestly, we saw a lot of that team play out of the fifth man, right? You wait for your Infinity Blade wielder to come up and then get the team to back them up. You have to work together. And remember, when you catch a fish, you get mats for it so it can help you build.
Yes, mats and the health back, but the first match is done. The second match is kicking off right now, and we will have a pretty good idea of where we're going. I'm excited to see if they can repeat, and now the second match is underway, and right away you can see some players sprinting out, some opting to take some hunting rifle shots as Lachlan grabs that Infinity Blade and goes straight up. And you can see you can actually make it to the top if you hit the vent, jump, and then jump again. 2 jumps right away. Fish Famine Chicken Contenders, God, awful. Chicken Champions, apologies.
Tenders, chicken what? You trying to eat some?
Let's go. I know, my fault.
All right, here we are. So this time around, the Sunshine Soldiers actually managed to get some points off the bat. Very good for them, but Little Whip Warriors, same thing we saw before. How to take, you know, a little bit of the first big step here.
I mean, Ninja, it knows those jumps. He's able to get around incredibly efficient, up to the top right away. But the early tack fights coming out, Tomoya able to ruin that one there, but then Tyler trades it right back out. And what really is important here is about establishing control as a team. Stay together and just get your momentum going. As Ninja goes up, falls quickly by the Warriors. Ninja goes first, gets 1 elim, gets 2 elim as they swing both sides. So Ninja was up 2 from the back, 1 from the front. That was a very well coordinated retake.
Love how they did that, and now they're all holding it together. Kaz holding on the backside. Off the ramp, but it's Gotaga squad who's coming up the top here. It's Chappie, and Gotaga dives right on up into it, and doesn't matter. He just gets taken right down. This is what you need to do here.
6 eliminations already coming out from them. Taldock with 1, Kaz on 4, and then 2 for Ninja with the Infinity Blade, as Taldock is immediately spraying down shots, making it just a little bit more difficult. But boom, there come the hunting rifle shots, and Taldock is taking shots as well. Out of builds, it needs to back up and use his team there, and Gotaga goes straight up.
Oh, they need some builds for their backside because they are getting sniped straight out of that spawn point there. It's Raven's Revenge, who they're just kind of gatekeeping at the moment. Right, look at Chappie right now because the team is up there.
It was a good challenge, and he did some damage, but Ninja was all over it. Now already up to 4 elims, opening up a 60-point lead, but have to keep an eye on the other parts of the map as the Chicken Champions are doing their best to hold the top but get pushed out. Kaz finally gets taken down, but 5 elims on his first life there as Ninja challenges Magma. Will he be able to clean that one up? And he does, but Chappie's on the other side. Slam goes down right away, but now we're over on board. Match 1 winners, the Llama Record go, and they're already slaying out as well. 12 elims for them, but 0 on Hand of Blood, which is actually efficient, assuming he doesn't need the health. Will have the sword regen going through, but he can't use the builds, right? So
yeah,
other people need them.
He can't build, he also can't get hit right now, so he needs to be careful because he is 1 shot away from getting taken out here. But someone dives right on up, he has to get that pressure down, and it's the Chicken end of him. They're trying to start accruing points, but no. Chicken Champion leader goes down there.
Good attempted defense from Carnifex. Was able to trade out 1, but now we have 2 swords on top. Gotaga and Lachlan just trying to beat each other up, and Gotaga comes out the winner of that one. Other Tunnel Group team does pick it up there. Just remember, it's 3 points. It has to be the VIP in there. When we hit 7 minutes, there is the 4th circle that is 12 points per second.
It's definitely very intense for Tomoya here, who again has no health. The Funky Fighters are trying to get that dominant lead they had in that game 1. Can they get it? Ooh, Nosey's on camera there, gets a little bit of a taunt. And uh-oh, is he gonna challenge? No, stays back, says, you know what, points are more important right now. He's just focusing in on the points here.
And you can see the Funky Fighters trying to prevent that ramp. To just immediately, as soon as you come out, 2 team members ramp up into the left or up into the right, so you can get up first level. However, Infinity Blade will break that in one shot, and you have a ton of rifle ammunition. All of these guys being maxed out on ammo.
Let's see here. These are all the spawn points. You can actually see the banners hanging, so you know if you really want to focus and kind of shut down a team, you totally can. Lava Lords are not doing great this game.
No, this was the double jump I talked about. Ninja goes straight up. That's the first heal. He's going to be able to point his camera and go up and challenge as soon as the team decides, but instead, he's going to save that jump to be more impactful. Raven's Revenge trying to get pushed out right here. Gotaga and crew doing everything they can, but Taldock is going up the back. He gets taken out, and he feel it, and he jukes him out, going straight back on top. Gotaga, does he have the help to take it? First swing comes through, and Ninja goes down.
Yeah, he just needed another heal to put him back in the game. You got to get that Siphon bonus. You don't get the heals. It's really rough, even with the Infinity Blade to heal up, because, you know, the heal time is kind of slow.
It's very slow. It's going down there. Other players are out the shots, making quick those are long animations, but look at the challenge. It's 3 different teams going up, and now it's just the Fish Fam and the Cutter Crew. Lachlan doing everything he can. Zan goes down, but tries to create a little bit of space, eats the headshot from Suzuhu, and disengages.
Cutter Crew finally getting a couple points here. It's been pretty rough for them so far on this map here. You can see the struggle just a bit. The story has definitely been Ninja's supreme dominance so far. He's doing pretty good right here. And even with no help, says, you know what? I'm not going to give away 3 points. Might as well go for it. He was so close.
Yeah, you can see him calling out the whites there on the sword, knowing they only need a couple more shots to get it as we switch back on over to the Cuddle Crew, who've established themselves there, but are still struggling to kind of get the points. The first time we're really seeing them all together, but Clydetex immediately gets ripped from the spawn.
Yeah, Lachlan's team needs to represent. There they are. They're finally starting to score it up. He's got a couple of eliminations. You can see X-Sandy here. 16 Elim, so definitely have some Slayers there.
Yo, they need to figure out their game plan, because they're getting Elims and putting things together. They have solid numbers. They're just not getting the right hill time. Maybe it's go somewhere else. You don't always have to go to the point that's directly in front of you. Go contest someone, or maybe just go mess with somebody at their spawn. Delay them so they don't rotate towards you. Like a number of times, as you said before, you can see where people are spawning. If you want to go deny a team, you know that player is coming back over and over and over with likely more resources than you.
Every single time. Look at this. The Little Wet Warriors approaching that 400 point mark, and in just 1 minute, Ultra D will be unlocked in the center of the map.
And while right now is just under 150 points, that disappears in the blink of an eye. That's about 15 seconds uncontested in that middle hill. That's just how valuable it is. And we saw the shift in gameplay that happened. Everybody tunneled it right away, and then the Fish Fam were able to get back up. But after that, kind of cycled it back into the center point, became the focus and where the win was taken. And right now, Llama Record Co., you said they were struggling at the start. They're doing fine right now in second place, Monster.
They're definitely creeping their way right back up. They're about to hit that 300 point mark there. We have Svenos just on the point by himself right now, waiting for that blood to come on him, hopefully. And again, no surprise, Ninja and his crew have found themselves another point.
And the way they've angled this build is brilliant, because if you come up the steps, you're pushing into somebody's right hand, and on the other side, you're blocked off. As they drops down, Stewart 0-0-0-0, and he picked up with the alley-oop from Gotaga, as Gotaga comes up with Magma 1-2-3. Ravens out of nowhere, but the Little Whip Warriors don't care. They're cutting down in 3, 2, 1. You can already see MSYB is down there, Alex JJ down there, Carnifex down there. They're trying to set up control right away. Llama Record go, but the impulses are raining from everywhere.
Hand of Blood really trying to get in there early.
Committing to the 3 points right now. Little Whip Warriors as well. No Infinity Blade is in there, but the steady of is going to be beneficial. But also, is a little bit off the pace. They need to get this center uncontested. However, this game, they have a lot more attention on them.
Yeah, but look, Fishbam's doing the same thing they did last time, just slowly, or actually, sorry, the Chicken Champions have adopted the strategy.
Fishbam are doing it too.
Oh yeah, they're creeping up.
There. So there's two teams who are just hanging out up top, no problem. All the other teams are not contesting. Raven's Revenge has control of the of one of the other side, so every hill is occupied and full control by a team, not being contested. Everyone else is looking at the middle.
Yeah, and it's actually working. The Chicken Champions are right behind the Little Whip Warriors right now. They're almost in the lead here. They just have to kind of hold it down. Honestly, the Little Whip Warriors have to identify what platform they're on and go take it.
Well,
and
this is what happened to them last time. They kind of had a good lead and then stalled. But 21 eliminations from the Belgian. He loves practicing his builds in creative and is showing it off here with really clever defensive cone edits up there. But right now, Little Whip Warriors are going at it. Tomoya gets the better of Ninja and he gets cut down, but Funky Fresh Fighters then get sent all over the place thanks to the impulses from above.
I love this strat. He kind of sends out for a second there just to kind of catch a breather, see if his teammates come back. But unfortunately, the timing was just a bit off. And the Llama Record Company now control the middle point. For how long, we will find out here, as this is their comeback story, because they need these points desperately here. Hand of Blood still alive, just long enough to get a couple of more points. But Scissors is playing the long game here, just eating away at the threshold here at the top.
So Suzu isn't good. I'm assuming they've sent him to just go either watch middle and be their middle control. No, he just came up the backside. There you go. And just like go flying at people as the cuddle come up in a very well coordinated pick. Three from the side and Scissors gets taken down. But the Funky Fresh. Oh no!
No, they got stopped at 1 point.
Yo, so if you are the Fishbam or Little Whip, right now you have to send somebody to stop them. If that Infinity Blade gets out of spawn and goes anywhere for 1 second, they will win. Somebody has to deny him. This is all on Tomoya. Anywhere he goes, it doesn't have to be the one near him. If he touches the middle, a singular uncontested second will be the victory for them.
These are the final moments here, Sundown. Look at him. He's got a slight grin on his face. He wants to do it. Is this the point that he's going to make it? Here he goes. He takes his stake. He does miss. He's going back for it now. His team's up there. All he has to do is swipe just a couple of times. Can he win this trade? And he does not.
And as you watch, check the points on the right-hand side. Nobody is climbing up by the 12s. And as they did, Llama Record gets the control there, but Little Whip contesting them right back. Funky Fresh Tomoya will be back and looking to find it, but the contestant is going for the middle. Here's Tomoya. He knows just a second in there. Uncontested will be enough. Can he get it?
Oh,
no, he doesn't. He got knocked down. The impulse grenade at the second he landed knocks everyone out. No one's in there. Can he find it? And he does. That's it. His feet touch the ground. The impulse doesn't go off. Tomoya takes it for the Funky Fighters with some brilliant teamwork.
What an intense endgame, too. Get taken out at 999 points. really anything can happen in those final moments.
I'm telling you, I love the Sky Station Showdown. Can't wait for more people to start playing. And the Funky Fresh Fighter right there celebrating with his team. You can see them just so excited, so happy. Let's take a look at this final replay. Now again, we talked about it. The impulse is being a great denial tool. Right there as the player goes down, sent back out, goes in, but misses the jump monster.
He almost had the flashiest ending ever. Just kind of diving in and wrapping it all up. But it was just good enough. Like you said, he only had to stay there for a bit. And even with the impulse bumping him out, that's it.
And I mean, you saw the impulse explosions the second after going off. The team's doing everything they can, but it was not enough to shut down the Funky Fighters. Tomoya, Hutu, Uzi, Dracius, incredibly well done to take the second match of the first set at the Creative Finals.
Yeah, you know what? I am a Funky Fighter rooter and supporter now.
Really?
I can't
really?
do it.
Okay, just gonna bandwagon right after. Yay, the next team who won. I'm their fan. But no, great performance coming out from them. And it's one thing we talked about, right? The adaptation that happened from match to match. Llama Rekiko was like, oh, we're gonna stick to our game plan. That didn't work out.
Yeah, it really didn't in those end game situations. They really just kind of crept up and snuck
Well, they did, and they were able to make sure that they got time in the middle when Little Whip and that team weren't able to get their Llama Rekiko at it constantly. Funky Fresh was able to step there.
Yep, and that's just kind of how it happens, you know? Now they find themselves one step closer to taking the Silver Llama for this set. Because remember, at the end of the day, these are just the games, but they have to take the entire set now. Now the pressure's on.
The pressure is on, but the Funky Fighters have a little bit of pressure off of their shoulders because they know they got that top spot. And we have Pookie standing by on the top deck with the Pooks. What do you got for us?
Thank you so much, Sundown. I am down here with our second game winners here. Congratulations, guys, first off and foremost. Now, I gotta talk about the moment where you guys were just sitting, you needed 1 point left to win. What was that like?
I was really nervous. Like, I was just imagining, like, losing with 1 point would be terrible, so we just tried to get 1 more point, and we did it, so.
It was definitely devastating. I was screaming in my seat. I heard all the fans in the audience screaming for you guys as well. So going into the next game, what do you guys think your strategy is going to be? Are you gonna keep doing what you're doing? Are you gonna mix it up a little bit?
I think doing what we're doing is fine, because first game we got second place, second game we won, so yeah, we're gonna try and do the same thing and hopefully win again.
And hopefully have more than a 1 point buffer, right?
Yep, yeah, definitely.
For sure. Now just coming over here to you, what has it been like to be here at the Fortnite Creative Cup, just playing in front of this audience, you know, hearing everybody cheer for you guys to win? What is that like?
It's fun. That's the only thing I can think of. It's fun to compete against everyone else, meet your teammates, and just have fun.
Yeah, and have you guys had a chance to play together before? Is this your first time playing together as a team?
I don't hear it, sorry.
Is it your first time playing together as a team?
Yeah, it's the first time.
Well, you guys definitely make it look super easy. Thank you all so much for being here and talking to me. I'm gonna let you get your synergy back together. Sundown and Monster, back to you up at the desk.
Thank you so much, Pookie, and the Funky Fresh Fighters. I mean, their game plan has been solid. Second place, first place. Now, I understand why you might want to bandwagon a little bit, but I'm still going to hang out with my Llama Rekiko. But I want to talk about the changes we saw from match 1 to match 2 in terms of gameplay. It wasn't what you expected.
Definitely not what I expected. I thought Gotaga's team was going to come out here and crush it right behind Spam. But as you can see, huge upsets. Anything can kind of go either which way. And I mean, talk about like kind of beginner's luck or something like that. You just put a team together. They didn't practice. They're just coming out here and wiping players up. So a lot of talented players.
I mean, Tomoya talked about it. He was like, hey, when I pick my team, very confident there with their death run ability. Wanted to see what they do in the elimination race during World Run. But doing incredibly well so far in Sky Station. That's going to be a confidence booster. Because if you get the Silver Llama there, and you're confident in your ability on the World Run, you're set.
Yeah, you're just one step closer. So with the first place and the second place, they're clearly having a good set so far here at Sky Station.
Yeah, it's been very well done from them, but it's still anybody's game. Don't forget, the winner of the Silver Llama is the one who has accumulated the most prize money across, which equates roughly to placements, but you don't get punished if you're placing in that bottom half, 4th through 8th, all receiving the same amount of prize money in each one of the matches.
Yes, everyone is a winner, so you really have to fight till the end, regardless if you're a leader or not. This is why you guys are going for it, because this is life-changing prize money on the line.
And I mean, we've seen the difference 10 seconds in that center circle. 120 right there, it makes a huge difference, but enough of us breaking it down. We're going to throw it outside to Bala, because he's going to show us what's up with the tactics. Bala, what do you got for us?
I'm out here at the Fan Festival. I don't have a bandwagon here, but maybe after this set I'll have to hop on somewhere with Monster. We got a ton of awesome action. I've been watching it, and I have to show you guys what in that first and second games. It was awesome. First off, the Llama Record Company started off with an amazing take. Cohesiveness on the point. Every single time they went up here, they were going from 2 sides, 2 angles, and the sword approached at the center, but made sure that he was the most important person not to go down. You can see there, Hand of Blood and his teammates all backing up. He's going to have an engagement on the side. These sword fights are really easy for him to just mow it down, but immediately as he realizes his teammates are up on the point, about to get up, about to push the ramp, he comes up from the side, slices and dices, but meanwhile, they ended up falling down a little bit. If you look at it now where they're at, they're only in 2nd place. Fishman was ahead of them. But all while Scissors was dancing and talking all the smack, telling his teammates to try to get the crowd involved, it was Llama Record Company making the plan, making the play to get in towards the center. Absolutely amazing take in the center on this first game. Like the Hand of Blood staying in that point and absolutely dominating the super point there. Guys, 2 matches down on Sky Station. Showdown, 1 more to go. We'll see where Monster lands at the end of this, because I will maybe join you on that bandwagon. Guys, take it back.
I mean, that's starting to get a little awful crowded, man. Real quick, you guys hopping on those bandwagons. But as you said, there is 1 more regular Sky Station Showdown match in this set. We will see it again later in the rematch versus the Golden Game. And it's been so fun to watch the difference of players, who's able to be very strong with the Infinity Blade, how the pinches end up coming, and now in this 3rd match, it's only going to get better.
Yeah, definitely want to see some more of that kind of team work happening here, and why not just hop right into a game right now, right? Let's go see some more action here, because this last game of the set is loading in right now.
Final match of this set, set 1 after this, a Silver Llama will be awarded, and we are in the match in Sky Station Showdown. Set 1 about to be over, and here we go.
All right, gotta love those players kind of beelining out. And don't forget, you know exactly who your neighbors are. You know who is to your left and to your right, because you can see the banners and the designs on their spawns. And let's look at our captains right there.
And right away, you can see a number of teams finding ramp paths where they're able to use their first 5 materials, next 5, sort of the double jump, boom. Right to the top, Chicken Champions.
Yeah, this is what matters right here. It's stopping the Funky Fighters, because clearly they have been doing some good work together as a team so far. Tomoya is off to the races here, though, sent to run away. Can the Sunshine Soldiers come back? Can the Cuddle Crew make a big appearance? Because they can really get up here. Which way, depending on who has the most victories, really in the best place.
Yeah, so currently you will see the fact that they're able to be pushed off right there. Llama Record go putting shots down towards this one. You don't want to peek over. The hunting rifles will be coming out. The shot just misses Carnifex right there. And he trades back down. Ninja firing it off. He gets pushed out by Raven's Revenge right there.
Yeah, Carnifex having a tough time kind of listening in there. Carnifex was sniped from the side. Now we have Taldak here jumping right in from the Littlewood Warriors. He's going toe-to-toe. Otaga's down and out.
So, if I'm the Llama Record Company, and I know I've won a match, and then I did okay in the last one. They were in 4th, so they were there. They're close. Funky Fighters have a win in 2nd place. You sent somebody to just hard deny the Funky Fighters the entire time. You don't get the Silver Llama if you don't, right? If the Funky Fighters finish above you, they're going to be finished off. You think they can spare somebody to do that, though? Because it's better off to deny them than it is to push up the top.
Yeah, but the problem is then, the Little Whip Warriors have been so consistent, you literally allowed them to snipe the competition because you over-focus. So I think the play here is play your game, and if anything, stay away from them. Let the rest of the server do that, you know, gritty work for you, dominate the other side, take that victory.
There you go. I like to hear it, Monster. That's fantastic analysis. Why we keep you around, the breakdown and making sure you challenge the initial opinion there as the Ravens Revenge are able to get on the top. Fantastic spot of control right now, building up for 840.
But Cavatina is still in this. They've been doing like relatively well so far. Here it is. He just kind of goes toe-to-toe with Ninja. Starts him right down. Oh, but hey, his teammate comes on in. Ravens Revenge. Who is that? Magma comes right up to the top. You guys a little fun fact about Magma. Next season 2. Favorite Africa. Magma's actually speedrunning. Always finds new ways to kind of play the game.
I mean, good on him, and I've been getting incredibly frustrated with that, and then watching these guys speedrun and how quickly they go through and how efficiently. It just reminds me while we were talking about it and watching this crazy goes straight up, delay, and right back down. Not quite able to get him. He goes up again, so right now just denying the cuddle through the points. But we talked about how we wanted to see more of them right now pushing it to the top 3.
Yes, the Cuddle Crew. Come on, make a big appearance. Every game is worth so much. At the very least, want to be up in that top 4 contestant so that you can take a little bit more home with you. Here it is, Ninja. Disengages, actually just takes down Magma. And hey, I like the strat here. He says, you know what, I got low health, let's get back on this respawn wagon. Doesn't even give anyone the satisfaction of stealing the site.
I was about to say, no stacking, no materials, quick reset, knows he can get out there with basically the spawn anyway. That is the type of competitive edge Ninja always looks to give himself.
I love that. Right there, it was very well played. But back to Gotaga and Hand of Blood here in the same shot. Hand of Blood just, he can't do much. He knows there's a team up there, waits for his entire squad to go up the ramp and then hops right to the top. But now back to Gotaga, who's on this point by himself. He wants to kind of bait him into the close.
they're over there. You know they're uncontested right now. You have to be putting shots down there. You have to find the tags under Gotaga.
There it is.
And they got him. They got him. The difference now. Look at the Kadoku climbing up on their consistent three, but they still have control of the top. They just don't have their sword. It's 2 hops to get up there.
That's right, and now Black just sitting here hanging out. This is what he needs to do. And he's almost there. He is almost there. The first place is his. Right now he can take this lead, Sundown.
But they got control at the same time. It's literally ticking over a half-second away from each other. Their shots are going. Puddle Crew has the lead, though. Will the shot be able to go through? Yeah, Puddle Crew gets taken down. 999, 1,000. Gotaga and Raven's Revenge in the closest nail-biter yet. Edge out Puddle Crew in 2 teams who we said we wanted to see more. They brought more.
Are you kidding me? The Fish fans step up and shut it down. Just the fact that they stepped on the point, they couldn't earn points and they lost the lead. They were just a tick ahead. That could have been their game.
I think it's just, let's check out the replay. You can see the counter in the top right, but the Fish fans going up and challenging on the other side. You can see them hopping up there. No one was at the Raven's Revenge as soon as they were there, and the celebration too. You have to be excited when you see that victory royale when you're up there. I mean, what's it like to win a game on that stage? I have no idea. Those guys do, though.
We you know, at some point before the day's over, we really got to recap the other point of a point of view there, because they had it. They were 1 tick ahead. They were there, knocking on the door. 55,000 away from the bonus prize on top of this entire competition. It was right there.
And it got taken away, and this is why I love that showdown. The clutch little moments, the interactions that happen, very similar to Battle Royale, where every single thing that's happening on the map can affect the overall end result of the game. As you see there in Raven's Revenge, closing it out. Gotaga, the competitive veteran, able to clutch it up in the final moments. Magma, Arthur, and Chappie as well. Just a great performance out of them, taking the top spot in the final match of the first set.
I was right the whole time. I started off with, Raven's Revenge. I feel like, hey, oh my God, let's go with your gut, guys, all right? Raven's Revenge, that's who I said when I started this whole thing. I told you.
You know, he's not wrong. They were able to take it there, but we're going to throw it up top to an interview with Raven's Revenge with Zeke. Zeke, you there, buddy?
I am here, Sundown. Thank you so much. Fun fact, Monster did in fact say Raven's Revenge would win. I've got your back, Monster. I am here. You guys got your revenge. I gotta ask the first question to you, Gotaga. How's it feel to be here in the stadium, the fans, the roar, and to be facing off against your peers? Was it what you expected?
Honestly, it's crazy. I have a really strong team. We are learning a lot from our mistakes, and I'm so glad to be here, to be honest. I don't know how to describe it.
It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy being here. I'm right there with you. All right, so now who's the overall shot caller? Is it Gotaga? Is it you? Who is it?
Kind of all 4 of us. We were playing too afraid at first, so we just had to go in there and just kill them as fast as we could, and then spawn trap.
Okay, what's the strategy like? Are you guys, talking through at the beginning? Are you guys waiting for someone else to make a move? Or are you guys like, no, we're going in first?
Yeah, we're trying to, really pressure Ninja's team. We're trying to put pressure on that green point. And, yeah, we were able to control it over them. They ended up wussing off over to the center. And, yeah, we were able to play our game.
Awesome. All right, final question. What do you want to say to all the fans that are here watching, cheering you guys on, and from home?
I don't know, it's just incredible. I'm happy that so many people are here. I don't know, just enjoying the show. It's amazing, honestly.
Well, congratulations, guys. Now, I believe for now, we're going to send it over to Golden Boy, who is standing by. Let's go.
Going on there, and now what we're doing right now, hanging out as they walk back over. Just brilliantly done there from RTA, Magma, Chappie, Gotaga. The teamwork from them was just on point. You talked about it, all 4 strong players from Gotaga, and they're happy with the final result. And that puts them immediately into contention because it's cumulative prize point to find out who will take that first Silver Llama and kind of get a leg up for the rest of the creative final.
Yeah, I actually want to touch on something that, was kind of interesting. He called Ninja's capture point the green point. These guys are like that focus here. He's like, okay, we know who's kind of farming which ones. They're shutting players down, shutting down their competition so that they can take these sets.
Well, that's the next step, right? As soon as you're immediately in there, and that's the big part for SkyStation that I enjoy, is you have the ability to see where the other opponents are in relation to you for score. So if you want to go and try to make somebody's life difficult, you might not be maximizing your points, but you can effectively help your team the most by just denying the other guys and being like, hey, you don't get to play this. And occasionally, if you put enough pressure on them, maybe they default to rotating the other way. Maybe they go somewhere longer. Maybe they have to wait and only pushes forward. All of those are advantages you can get by just putting pressure on another team. And there's so many players. If they see the remix for this, it's going to get even worse.
Yeah, don't forget, guys, here and at home, there's a remix version. We have some nice twisted surprise that we will see unfold as the day goes on. That was just our first iteration of this round, and honestly, it was a great set. But that just leaves us with the question, too. The Funky Fighters, they had an amazing opening, right? Second place is great. You get big prize bonus for that. You win game 2, you kind of flop game 3, depending on where they went. Their average might have really been anchored down.
Yeah, that ends up being really, really, really harmful. But luckily there, if you're in the 4th to 8th range, there's no additional, I don't want to say penalty, because they're all getting $10,000 for the match in itself. So there's just no additional gain after that fact. You're still able to stay large. So 4th would have been just as bad, but 8th, you're kind of looking like, oh, that'll really bring down the average. It's not the worst case scenario going on there. So they should still be at least in the running, but you can't be comfortable. Like, not at all. It's so incredible. And now we're going to go over the stage with the results in your set. One winner is the Funky Fighters. The last match was not enough. The singular win in the double goes over to them. They will have that first silver llama, and there he is throwing it up. And I mean, you got to be happy for him.
They did it. I thought maybe it wasn't enough, but it was. Love this celebration right here.
You kind of are like, it's a little, I don't want to say like bittersweet there, but it's like, oh, you kind of like get pushed out in the last game, and then boom, you get it. But now the silver llama, but they're happy. They realize, and the big thing, that gives them a leg up for the rest of the competition. If they can win the next match, another team has to win both of them. But such a great job for the Funky Fighters, sticking to their guns, staying with the strategy, getting 2 top 2 place finishes, one of them being a win.
I actually love this right here. They're all getting together, showing team harmony. They're clearly
like green light prop hunt version, where you will have 2 teams sitting up as guards, 6 teams running. It will rotate through every single one of the rounds, and here you can see how to win. You have to dodge those guards, sprint into the center, and incinerate yourself in order to get those points. There are 4 rounds per match, Monster, and how do they score?
Yeah, but also, before we get there, you only get to be guard once, and while you're guard, you do not accumulate points. But yes, the points come in through the props themselves. So when you are on the prop side, you want to choose small, medium, or large objects and try and get it to the incinerator under the guard tower. So it's actually really difficult, and like you said, it's a hybrid. It's a red light, green light, slash prop hunt style. This is a pretty tough game mode. We played a fair amount of it. I got my hands on it. This is actually a lot harder than it kind of sounds.
So it's something that is just completely different. I don't know how many of you guys have played Prop Hunt. Definitely check it out. It's on the Creative Islands. It's a lot of fun, but this brings an additional aspect to it. The guards are able to have the denial. You're able to plan routes out, and you can have strategies, right? So, hey, maybe I want to run all big props the whole time.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
There's tons of different things. Let's check out the format and see what these guys, how they're going to go through, what the map looks like, and really get an idea of how the game is played.
Get ready for more creative Fortnite with the latest creative media. Build up the fun of 8 teams will rotate through different roles on the map. 6 teams will transform into props and attempt to make it into the center of the map, while 2 teams of guards try to keep them away. Teams will rotate roles over the course of the team getting guards. Their objective is to defend the incinerator from the other team, armed only with revolvers and their key attention to detail. Each round, teams apply 1 point by reaching the incinerator in the central pit. The bigger the prop, the more points. But be careful. Being bigger means you're easier to spot. To keep themselves from getting eliminated, prop teams need to time their movements very carefully. Every few seconds, the guard teams will be blinded for a short time, and the center point turns green, giving the props a chance to run for the hills, or rather, the pit. Once a prop reaches the goal, they respawn at their home base to start over, running as many props as they can before the match ends. If a player is eliminated, they also respawn at their home base and need to start the trek all over again. After 4 rounds, each team's points from their prop rounds will be combined, and the team with the most points wins the game. So keep an eye out for those moving bushes, crates, and gnomes, and enjoy the Junkyard Juke.
Thank you so much, Zeke, for that update. That's Junkyard Juke, something that has never before been seen. It looks kind of a little simple, but it's wacky, it's fun. There's a lot of small little minutia that go into it, things you can min-max on, and also there's just a level of ridiculousness that I enjoy so much. Just seeing somebody turn themselves into a literal dumpster and then try and weave their way past. Fun.
Let the memes come to life here as your favorite.
Bro, you talking about my gameplay again? God, that's so rude.
Turn them into dumpsters, literally. We'll get to see that unfold here as, I gotta say, this is a frustrating game mode. It's very difficult. You guys are gonna see why. It is gonna be tough for some of these guys to bring in those big point objects, and that's just gonna be the name of it. Who can score the most here?
Who can score, and how well are you playing defense? How well do you coordinate? Who is watching the right angles? And it's, again, it's going to be interesting to see. Do they switch up their strategy after from game 1 to game 2? Because there's so many different things you can do. But we are about to have the world premiere of Junkyard Juke. We are getting into set number 2. The Funky Fighters have 1 Silver Llama. Who will get the second? We now are in to set 2. Match 1, and right away you can see Chappa, Gotaga, Magma, and RTA of Raven's Revenge, and then the Little Whip Warriors, Ninja, Taco, Taldak, and FaZe Kaz taking their shots off. Now, fun fact, the screens are there, you can't see, but you can shoot through them. So don't be afraid to take some shots. I mean, we know the trick shotters will.
Yeah, some people are already shooting. They figured that part out. But it looks like Chappie hasn't quite yet. He's kind of looking. He's just blind shooting. Oh, there it is. Now he's firing through. He's noticed, hey, these are not ricocheting off of this curtain here. I can fire right on through. So you want to stop them. You want to force stop them. You want to also kind of memorize the map and the lanes.
And right away, you can see as soon as the blinds go down, people go. But the first points are starting to come through as Lachlan is able to get in Hand of Blood's team, the Llama Rekiko, also able to get a 10-pointer and the next 5-pointer, following it directly behind. Oh no, it was another 10-pointer. So we already see some of the props having successful runs.
Look at him go. There it is. You saw a big old truck kind of sneak on by, and these objects are slipping right underneath. But who knows how long that'll last. Here's Scissors. You gotta park it. You gotta stay still. Oh, can he blend in?
And one other thing you can note there, the props will clip through other objects that are there. So if you see something